How you doing, YouTube? Matt, massive beer reviews. Back with a little bit of beer mail unboxing. Just making sure everything is working correctly. Yeah, I, a couple days ago, my boy Mike from Jersey, he said, "Hey man, do you have time for a handoff on Sunday?" And I think that was like Tuesday or Wednesday, and I didn't even write him back until like Friday, just because baby time is crazy. And I was like, sorry, man. I'm like, I do. I'm like, I'm sorry for the late response. Tis what it is. And he's like, no, no problem, man. He's like, let's do it 1 o'clock on Sunday at our usual spot. And today is Sunday, and I totally forgot. He texted me like about 5 minutes before 1 saying, I'm going to be a couple minutes late. And I said, I'm going to be really late because I totally forgot. I was literally, so I was going to walk around our property and cut down chainsaw trees down today. Because what happens is over winter time, some trees fall down and they lean on our electric fence. When they lean on our electric fence, then it doesn't work. It doesn't keep the animals out, it doesn't keep the animals in. So I got to go around and kind of cut down trees every season. And but I couldn't get the mower started. I mean, the chainsaw started. So I was like, okay, shift gears, and I was like, I'll just clean the chicken coop. But I went ape shit. I had this like energy, I had this chainsaw energy going, and I wanted to actually clean our chicken coop, but I ended up cleaning like half the barn. So I got kind of sucked into that, and then I just kind of lost track of time. But he was cool enough to wait around. Jumped in the shower after being knee deep in chicken shit, and got home and worked my ass off today. Figured to do an unboxing, listen to a little Yankees baseball right now. Sit outside. Weather's not perfect; it's a little bit overcast, but still being able to sit outside in a t-shirt does not suck. So we have Adam from Mercy Beers chiming in. What's going on, homie? Hope everything is well with you. And yeah, drinking myself a little brown rice lager from Burlington Beer Company. Peasant bread. Wild rice brown lager. Now, I don't know if it's a brown... Oh, wild rice brown ale. It's not a lager, sorry. I wonder if it's just a brown ale with wild rice or it's a brown wild rice brown ale. Let's see what I tell you about it on here. 5.5%. I think that's all we get. So it's a rice brown ale. I was confused because I was like, is it brown rice? Is it going to be a wild, like fermented yeast beer? Wild rice brown lager? You know what I mean? There's a couple different ways you can actually skew this one. So yeah, it's actually quite tasty. I'll probably review it. We'll see what's what. We have Craig chiming in saying evening, mate. It's Craig from Kit Beer Reviews. Let's dive into this unboxing. It's an unboxing and unbagging. The first thing is Crowler. Okay. I've done one of these before for them. This is Glenbrook Brewing. They're out of Morris County, New Jersey. And this be their Jacob Arnold Porter. 5.8%. It was canned for, I assume 416, not 46. No, wait. 416 would have been yesterday. It's probably 416. I'm guessing. The beer I had from them last time that Mike gave me was an IPA, but very classic West Coast stylings on an IPA, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. So I'm kind of curious to see where this one went because it's a porter. It's some of these old school breweries. That's kind of what they do. That's kind of where they hang their hat. So it'll be interesting to see how this one kind of lands and whatnot. That fucking lager. I keep wanting to call it a lager. Brown is delicious. He actually boxed stuff up this time, so I could do a proper unboxing. Even though it was a handoff, he didn't have to do that. I like the boxing. It's bulging, so I don't want to kind of cut it like a maniac, because there might be something I cut inside of this. So we'll see what's what. Okay, here we go. So, slide that down a little bit, make sure I don't spill the beer. And there's a few cans in here. Okay, so let's dive into these. First off, we have a Schwarzbier from Double Nickel Brewing. I've had bits and pieces of Double Nickel here and there. This is their Mirage Schwarzbier. Yeah, I love me some Schwarzbier. 5.1% alcohol by volume. I like that kind of half can label kind of thing going on. But yeah, looks quite nice. Labeled as art design. It's got like this kind of very similar flowers, so it's right there. You can see, and it says, "We're in a simulation." There you go. Crazy pants talk. So put that there. We have Super Mega Dank 420 Chronic Kush Granddaddy Supreme from Double Nickel. This is his like, I don't know if it's hometown brewery, his kind of college brewery they used to go to quite a bit. Double Nickel Brewing Company, Dank and Hazy IPA, double dry hopped with Mosaic, Citra, and Azaka. And there you go, 7% alcohol by volume. We're at a Pensacola, New Jersey. A little Paisley kind of, Beatles, Princey kind of vibe going on there. And just a lot of weed references. Let's put that back. So that there. Put that there. Put that back so you guys can see this stuff. We have Thank You Parents. There you go. That's a good one. This is from Treehouse. It is a double IPA. There you go, little parent themed beer. This is Thank You is crafted to express gratitude and to acknowledge the folks who have kept society, and by extension us, going during COVID pandemic. We're overwhelmingly grateful for your continued efforts, crafted with a custom blend of our favorite American hops. Top of clean malt profile. Thank You carries notes of fresh pineapple, sweet marmalade, guava, nectarine, with a stunning texture and balance profile. It is a pleasure to drink. A portion of the proceeds will be donated to several causes that support those recognized on these cans. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, parents. And this be 3 weeks old. Kind of out of the norm for what Treehouse does as far as labeling and whatnot goes, but it's Treehouse. They can do whatever they want. We have a note here, which is Egg Hunt. Okay, he warned me about this one. Open over a sink or very slowly. All others have foamed over instantly. Also, kind of a weird beer. Wanted to get your take on it. Cheers. This is basically, he actually said, the funny part is that he actually said, leading up to giving me the box, and he's like, there's this really weird beer in there. I'm really curious what you think. It's a magnified beer. And I'm like, is it that egg beer? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. So, yeah, I kind of knew this was coming, at least because I guessed it. Let me see if I can get this note off here, see if this says anything about the beer underneath. It's a smoothie sour ale brewed with lactose, vanilla ice cream, and marshmallow. 5.5% alcohol by volume. Wouldn't that be that? Yeah. Little Egg Hunt. So I'm assuming we're going for a marshmallow peepee kind of thing going on here. So we'll see how that sucker rolls. Ooh, a little bit of Icarus. This is Drinking Crayons, the Nectaron Hopped Imperial India Pale Ale, 7.9% alcohol by volume. Yeah, that's a very cool label. Icarus's labels have always been quite fun. It's a heavily weeded, noted Northeast style Imperial India Pale Ale, hopped with Eldorado, Amarillo, Columbus, and then copiously dry hopped with Zaka, Amarillo, Columbus, and Lupulin Mosaic double dry hopped with Nectaron. A lot of hops in this one. Store cold, drink fresh, and this is a little over 2 weeks old. Yeah, I dig Icarus's labels. And then we have Tropopause from Icarus too. I've had got a few Icarus beers from Mike, who's a fan. So this is their pale ale with lactose at 5.5% alcohol by volume. Heavily oated and weeded Northeast style pale ale, hopped to Columbus, Denali, and Simcoe, and heavily dry hopped with Lupulin Citra, Lupulin Amarillo, Motueka, Lupulin Simcoe, Columbus, Lupulin Mosaic, and Galaxy. They say in here it has lactose. It's weird because it's heavily oated and weeded Northeast style pale ale, and I actually don't talk about lactose in the ingredients over there, so that's kind of curious, but they say it on the front, so it's in there. This reminds me, label-wise, of their Go Flight, which might be kind of related, because I think that Go Flight is 5.5%, so this might be an aggressively hopped, lactose-laden Go Flight. I don't know. I like the label, though. But yeah, look at that. It's a fun box. I'm late on a Sunday, and what do I end up with? A whole big box of beers. Not too shabby, to be perfectly honest with you. So yeah, we got Tomas chiming in saying, "Cheers, bro. I was kind of hoping that Egg Hunt would pop during unboxing. You know what? It's not all that cold, but yeah, it's a little taut, but I think it's going to be okay. We'll get it in the fridge ASAP. So yeah, let me do that actually. I'll leave you guys to it. I'm gonna throw these in the fridge. I'll come back and I'll finish my beer, and then we'll hang out for a minute or so and go from there. So yeah, let's get this one back up real quick. There we go. Throw these in the fridge. Okay, give me a sec. I'll be back. Ooh. Okay, and we're back. Oh, it is beautiful out. I know it's cloudy, but man, I got this I got like these beautiful trees, and I love honeybees. Oh, we got this beautiful tree right here that there's like 19 billion. You're not going to be able to see it, but there's like 19 billion bees, just hanging out, sucking on that little bush tree right there. Got the bird feeder kind of hanging in the tree over here, feeding all the birds. Beautiful, beautiful afternoon. Exactly what I was looking for. Let's see, window beer review with Thomas saying hi, and Guy Jordan says, whenever I think about rice beer, I dream of Kunin Drippa. Curious how that comes across in a brown ale. I didn't know their Drippa had rice beer in it. I've actually had quite a few rice beers before. I like them. You know, I think they come off quite nice. I think rice is kind of a maligned component when it comes to beer. A lot of people look at it very negatively because you're taught that, you know, adjuncts outside of the core four malts, you know, whether, you know, corn or rice or anything like that is a negative. It can work and works well. And this is tasty. Do I think rice brought a lot to the table on this? That's up for debate. I don't know if maybe rice might add like a different texture mouthfeel wise, because it does have this ultra creaminess to it that might be attributed to the rice. I don't think that would be the case, but who knows? Oh man, there was a bunch of cloudiness in there. It's just about to get better. And as you can see here on there, they kind of have this the peasant bread. It definitely comes off as a bready component, or a bready beer. Very much that kind of slightly sweetened kind of brown breadiness in a very fun way. I mean, Burlington has always been a brewery I really enjoyed. The brewery itself is quite fantastic. I've been there a couple of times, and it's a nice spot. They make a wide array of beers, not just sticking with just hazies and whatnot. They make a lot of, you know, bells and quads and lagers and all kinds of different stuff. And I'm just lucky to have them distributed in and around my area, to be perfectly honest with you. You know, the fact that they I can get this beer relatively close to my house. You know, I went and met my buddy Mike, like I said, and it's probably a 20-minute drive, not even. And, you know, I could have probably picked up maybe 8 different Burlington beers when I stopped at the place while I was out there. And not to mention, and this goes a long way, it means something, their price point isn't that bad. You know, I for this, a 5.5% lager from a brewery in Vermont that has been exported and sold here, it was $13 and change, which is what this beer should cost. You know, a lot of breweries would make this and it would be 16 and change. You'd be like, why are you going to squabble over $3? But that makes a big difference. It does, you know, especially when you want to throw money at beer when you don't want to research it. You know, that's kind of like my MO. You know, I go out of my way not to research anything because I don't want to be influenced by it outside of when I drink it. So when I do buy beer, I rarely ever do research. If something's really expensive and I'm intrigued, I might look at just bring the beer up in a couple different sites just to check out overall ratings, just to get an idea of people kind of like it. You know, if it's make sure it's not like, you know, just a red hot mess before I buy it. Or maybe sometimes if there's not a date on a can, which Burlington always does. I did not even look for a date on this thing. It is from Christmas Eve, which I have no problem with a brown ale being, you know, 4 months old. And if it doesn't have a date on it, I'll look up, you know, their Instagram to see when they released it to get an idea of how old the beer is. But yeah, I dig having these guys readily available where I live. Very fun stuff. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I dig it. So yeah, there you go. Oh man, I'm so exhausted. I do not want to go to work tomorrow. Anyway, so yeah, listen. Hopefully, this video doesn't get flagged by Major League Baseball because I have the Yankees playing in the background. I doubt you guys can even hear it. So we'll see. Anyway, I think that's all I got for you guys. Really not in the mood to hang out online. Just figured I'd do that quick unboxing. Kind of get close to finish this beer and then go from there. So thank you very much again, Mike, for sending, or not sending, for handing off these beers. I gave him 2 beers. One I hope he really enjoys. The other one I haven't had yet, so I'm curious to see how he likes it. And thanks for the well wishes, you know, in person, and the beer that was parent skewed and all that kind of fun stuff. I really appreciate it, brother. Very cool of you. So thank you very much. So there you go, guys. A little bit of unboxing in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. So thanks everybody who stopped by in the comments. And thank you everybody who watches and subscribes and comments and interacts and engages and all that stuff. It's very, very cool of you. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little unboxing. Hopefully you're enjoying some unboxings of your own. Hope to see you next time. We'll see you guys. Cheers.